in the context of previous introductory class. I think you got it yesterday. Today it was committed by me that we will start syllabus accordingly, and at the time of commencement of syllabus it is natural to start with the concept of the very important familiar word to you and to us, that is the concept of business. You know it very well that we are the maker of our society. Our thoughts are reflected in the society. Society formed with the thoughts of us. So different activities are organized accordingly. So in that concept, if we think social activities, that is differentiated or divided into two ways. One is economic activities, another is non-economic activities. Now what do you mean by economic activities? In a nutshell, it can be said that economic activities are such activities which is proceeded with the concept or with the motive of earning profit. So from that context, it can be said that economic activities can be divided into three ways. One is called business, another one profession, and third one is employment. These three words are very much familiar to us. Today we are going to discuss about the concept of business, because our name of our subject is business studies. So without knowing the concept, without knowing the meaning of business, so it is not possible to take entrance deeply into this subject. So what do you mean by business near us? And we know that if we want to explain the concept of business, we should think about the features of it. Then by accumulating the features, if we put all the features into that economic activities, it can be said it is business. Now can you say, anyone? Just I can give you the confidence that you know the meaning of business, because the word is very much familiar to you. Just in a disciplined way, try to share the features of it. Generally, we know that what is business? That it is one regular economic activities through which production, purchasing, selling is organized for goods and services with the motive of earning profit by investing capital. So now you think generally that in business there is a regular activities of production, purchasing and selling. So regularity in there. Regularities of transactions are there. Second one, there must be a profit motive behind the transaction. Third one, the investment of capital, it is must in every business. So investment of capital. And fourth one, if you think Whenever we are going to invest capital into the business, that means there is a risk. Risk and uncertainties are generated. So risk and uncertainties. We'll discuss about this point afterwards elaborately, that there are different types of risk, how risks are arised, but it can be said in every step there is a risk in business. And you can say service motive. Service motive. As a businessman, service motive, it is also required. It is the social responsibility of each and every businessman. It is the social responsibility of each and every business. If you think business and businessman is separate identity, that they will have to serve the society by providing the fair quality, by charging fair prices, and by creating employment opportunities in different ways. Business can create the service motive for the society. So these are the features. Regularities of transactions. There must be purchase for resale. Suppose if we purchase one thing for consumption, that is not business. If we purchase for reselling, that is called business, and behind that if profit motive is there, that is business. So business is an economic activity. First of all, you should think, you should write that it is an economic activities. Economic activities. And it has been said here that business is an economic activities. Second, there must be regularities in dealings. Third, so first one, it is an economic activity. Second one, regularity in dealings. Third one, profit motive. Fourth one, investment of capital. Fifth one, risk. Sixth one, service motive. And competitions. In every business, there must be a competition in the market. There must be a market. The concept of market is there. Though there must be a competition. In every business, competition is there. Competition. So these are the features of business, and if we see in any economic activities these features appears, it can be said it is business activities and it is business. Okay, have you got it? So read accordingly. Thank you. Next concept. You see, we'll have to deal with the word profession now. So what do you mean by profession? What do you mean by profession? Second one is another economic activities we are observing in our society, and it will be a very much important for us. So we'll have to see, and you will also observe in your book that there is a comparative study between business, profession and employment. So today, now we are going to discuss the concept of profession. What do you mean by profession? And who are the professionals? First of all, if you think in that way, it is also an economic activities. It is also an economic activities behind which the motive of income must be there. Who are the professionals? We can say doctors, we can say chartered accountants, we can say solicitor or lawyers. They are the professionals. Why they are called that they are professional? Why their occupation is called as a profession? Because what is profession? There must be a special body of knowledge. Special and systematic body of knowledge must be there in profession. For your information, if you think for becoming the businessman, you do not have to acquire any specific knowledge, any conventional education, but for becoming one professional, you will have to pass professional qualification. You will have to acquire professional degrees from the professional registered institution. I mean, you will have to acquire the specialized body of knowledge. Otherwise, you cannot claim yourself that you are the professionals. Like chartered accountant, like lawyer, you will have to pass LLB and you will have to acquire the specialized body of knowledge. There must be a service motive. What is the, if you think about the comparative study between business and professional, as a professional, whenever you are earning, it is called fees. It is not profit of you. It is called fees because you are providing the expertise to your clients, and in return you are getting the income, and that is terminologically known as fees. So in profession there is a risk comparatively lower with respect to the business. In profession there is a motive of income. For this reason it is also economic activity, but the name of this income is fees. For profession there must be a specialized and systematic body of knowledge, and for this reason it is called profession. And in profession another very important, that is personalized skill is there. Many individuals may be the lawyer, but out of them 20% are very much successful in their profession. Many chartered accountants are there in our society. Out of them, thus 20% to 30% chartered accountants, their performance is very much outstanding because that they are acquiring the special body of knowledge and they are successfully applying it in their field. For this reason they are getting success. Now what do you mean by employment? You think employment, it has been seen in our world that 97% people, they are employee and they are earning or they are doing their job for the remaining 3% people and they are employer. Basically it is seen that businessman and professional, they are creating the employment opportunity, and 97% people, 90 to 97% people, I can say, they are spending their livelihood by becoming employee. So what is employment? When for a specific time period, that may be 1 month, that may be 1 week, in our unorganized sector, when we are assigned for doing one specific work, and after completion of that work, after a specific time period, when we are getting the income, and in this case the name of this income is salary or wages, we can say that we are employee. And what is the name of our occupation? Name of our occupation is employment. In case of employment, as such, there is no risk. If you think with respect to business and profession, there is no risk in employment because there is no need to invest capital in case of employment. If you are the employee, there is no need to invest capital in case of employment, and there must not be any profit motive. But don't think this is not non-economic activity. This is very much economic activities because motive of income is there, and that name of that income is salary or wages. Clear? There may not be any competition in case of employment because there must not be any market in case of employment. Competition may be there with one employee to another employee, but in that case, if you are assigned any work by your employer, if you complete it, that means you are quite safe and you will get salary accordingly after a certain period of time. So in case of employment, it is seen that there is no risk, investment of capital not required, there must not be profit motive, and in this way you cannot say that in case of business there is a regularity of transactions. In this way there must not be any regularity of transactions in this way. And employment, 97% people, they are working for the remaining 3% people, it is seen in our world, the 3% people, they are basically businessman and profession, and they are creating the employment opportunity for the 97% people. You may not get this information in your conventional textbook, but it is the basic fact of our world. For creating the motivation, for creating some encouragement so that you can read business studies in this way, for this reason I am sharing. Okay, so read the concept of business, features of business, concept of profession, features of profession, as well as concept of employment and features of employment accordingly. And if you face any problem in the next class, obviously we will ask you. Thank you.